It's raining and raining. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing this, but it's still raining a little bit. But I was gonna say, how's everyone doing? I'm gonna be talking about Pisces, men and women, going with a Gemini. I break it down for y'all. I don't know why this thing doing this. But yeah.
Whether you're nearsighted,
Oh,
farsighted, just like the microphone.
I don't know why this is doing that. Okay, oh my God, bro. That was not too good right there. Slippery phone, bro. But yeah. I just was basically gonna break this down for y'all. As we got Pisces man and Gemini woman. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the differences here. All right, so the good, the bad, the ugly. Man, I'm starving, bro. I ain't ate nothing all day, bro. Okay, so when you look at it, is that when you a Pisces and you start to, let's say you trying to talk to a Gemini woman, what can you expect? Well, when you're talking to a Gemini woman, you can expect conversation, good conversation, excitement. And with the Pisces bring the depth, meaning bringing the emotional connection together with the Gemini. So Gemini can keep life interesting. So here you guys may talk about, plans for the week. It could be a situation where you guys might or may discuss, a spontaneous road trip. It could be a situation where the Pisces could talk about dreams, future goals. It could be income, things of finance. Now, here's the thing. A Gemini woman can keep you on your toes. So she might be the type of woman that's about her bag. She might work a lot. She may have her own system of how she works. Now, the good thing about this combination is that y'all will not run out of things to talk about because Gemini loves the connection. Now, Pisces loves the meaningful discussions that, each of them have with one another. So that could be a good thing. Now, the vibe is effortless between both of them because, like I say, both of y'all, you won't, like I say, y'all have good conversation when neither one of y'all will get bored with one another. Now, the only problem is when you run out of shit to talk about. Because even as a Pisces, you may not be the one that wants to, crank the conversation back up constantly. Well, remember, when a Gemini gets bored, that could cause, issues because it's almost like that's what you don't want to happen. Once you run out of stuff to talk about, then it's almost like you guys are imbalanced, if that makes sense. Now, here the combination is almost related to a power couple because with Gemini, you have someone who thinks logically. With Pisces, you have someone that feels emotionally about things. So this could be one that has something that the other doesn't. Now, when you look at Gemini, oftentimes they can see the facts of a situation, Pisces can look at the feelings of a situation. Yeah, it's almost 2 a.m., man. I just got off work. Been working. I switched my schedule. I've been working third shift. I love it though because I'm less stressed and I actually got another job. Well, different. I've been doing a different type of gig work, so I'm not doing that whole the stuff that I used to do. I used to do like the grocery shop, and I had pretty much pretty much called it a wrap there, so I'm not doing that. But when you look at it, this is almost where the head meets the heart. You said he said his brother's a minister. Steve Blaine said I don't know, bro, Steve. I don't know what I don't, man. Right now, my mind is trying to calibrate around this subject, bro. Just when you get off of work, you know how you feel like you done got off a plane or something, bro. It's like I'm just trying to get my energy up because, bro, driving in this rain all day, bro, is just crazy. Then somebody left like a big, like huge object on the damn highway, bro. Almost literally ran that mug over, and I ended up just missing it, but it still scraped my damn wheels up. So I don't know with that. And then my wiper blades got screwed up, so I got to buy some more of those. Um, so here's the heat wave, man. We just had a heat wave here, man. I do not, bro. I almost freaking didn't make it, bro. I can't do that type of heat, bro. It's just too much for me, bro. I can't breathe. Had the AC running it all day, like the whole freaking time. So you know me doing deliveries and that shit, bro. It was just terrible, bro. And people, for some odd reason, people want to order like ice cream and shit, bro. Like on a 100-degree weather day. It's like even though I had a cooler bag and whatnot, it still was a mess, bro, because most of the people order. I don't understand. As soon as you walk out into the heat, the damn shit becomes soup. Like, so it's like you can get a gallon of ice cream, and I was grabbing the one furthest to the back, and it still was melting too quick, to where I had a lady complaining, and she said that I delivered, you know, she was trying to be sarcastic, like, oh, you know, hell, I pretty much got soup instead of ice cream. I'm like, well, shit, you got soup because you're a dumbass and you really just fucking, it's 100 degrees and you're ordering, you want some ice cream delivered to you. Like, come on, man. It's not common sense, bro. So you got soup instead. You got soup instead of ice cream. But, you know, yeah, so here's the thing. The bad, as I mentioned, I'll give you guys the good and the bad about Pisces. Now, this could be a man or a woman. You get with a Gemini man or woman. This is things to be looking out for. Okay, with the bad, well, the Gemini can seem emotionally detached. So here, she ain't really, he or she is not gonna be into the business of feeling shit, you know, feeling things, or a person that would just be like, I feel like this, you know, I feel like that. She probably won't even use those type of, you know, those type of phrases at all. So it could be more of a, hey, I'm up, you know, I'm never tired. You know, if you have a conversation, it could stem from that superficial type of vibe where some things kind of feel like they're not real, or you may think to yourself, even if you're a Pisces and you feel logically about something, or let's just say when you think about things, because yeah, Pisces can feel logically like no other sign. Is like, that's the difference, that Pisces use the filtering when it comes to them feeling things. It's like they can feel things logically. It's not just about thinking logically. So it's like a Pisces will oftentimes know that, okay, was the Gemini telling me the truth when they said this or when they said that? Because with Gemini, sometimes it's like a dozen of eggs. Sometimes they'll fill in the holes of the conversation just to, have a good conversation, but doesn't mean it's the truth. Now, that's the only problem, because when you start talking too much, meaning you guys have been, just having a good connection, and you bouncing things off each other, just having mere conversation, sometimes it can feel like you telling a story, but to each other, to where no matter whether or not the story was true, nonfiction or fiction, it's like you guys still had a good conversation. But it's like you just don't want to get too serious with Gemini so soon, because they're still testing you, and you probably don't even realize it, just as well as a Pisces is still filling you out. But just be careful, because sometimes the Gemini can trick you into thinking that, oh, this is my friend, or, you know, hey, even if it's the day to day. And sometimes they can, have ulterior motives. They might, try to get you to maybe ask you if you were interested in doing something, and then all of a sudden that could turn into a whole nother thing. Distractions. So let's say you got plans. I would recommend, not getting yourself into any type of conversation with a Gemini, as it can end up being something that you become distracted by them in regard, and then it's like, boom, you miss out on something, and you're late, because they will keep talking as if, they had all day to talk. Now, with Pisces can be long-winded too, but again, Pisces is all about the vibe, so it's almost like they can feel if you got something of you, just trying to get somewhere in a hurry. They're like, okay, well, I ain't gonna hold you up, we'll talk later. And then it might be a situation where, like, the person be like, damn, how'd you know that? Pisces is like, I could just feel your vibe, like you look like you had something to do. Where Gemini is not gonna feel like, they're not all Philly when they go into any type of situation. So it's like they're just gonna keep talking unless you decide, hey, I'm gonna set the boundary, and set a limit of 3 to 4 minutes that I have available to talk, and then I have to go. But if you sit there and talk to the Gemini, they're gonna keep talking, bro. So it's almost like, if you got plans, you might want to not even go there, because even if you guys are texting, that could turn into a conversation. Meaning she may, take advantage of the voice messages, and she may use the recorder, and it feels like you're still on the phone with her or with him. Now, you said grab some wiper blades off of a parked car. I ain't never tried that, bro. I ain't even know that. But you can't do that, can you? I thought that, wasn't the sizes all different? I thought the sizes of the cars are different according to the blades. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? But yeah, mine's is scraping the top of the thing, because the metal little things are all sticking out of one of them. But I ended up having to stop early because I just, man, I gotta get tires. I gotta get some front tires this week. And bro, just hydroplaning all throughout freaking highway. That shit was just terrible, bro. All just to deliver some freaking, like, me, I don't understand, like, with DoorDash, like, bro, if you, let's say you deliver some food, bro, like, certain items shouldn't even be delivered, bro. That's just like within a small, radius of miles, like. But Like me, I be doing Uber Eats though, but with Uber Eats is way more. It's way more beneficial than I feel like of. Like right now, bro, they trying to send me an order for like $27 for some McDonald's for only 7. Oh shit, only for like 7 miles, bro. This phone is slippery as hell. This quality is not so good, man. But yeah. The thing is, so yeah, to me, the craziest thing is, I couldn't take that order because my freaking it's still raining, and bro, I'm not even finna chance it with the rain, bro. It's too much of a distraction. I can't drive. Like I was driving in it earlier, but now it's annoying because I've been doing for like maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours. Only do about 3, 4 hours because I started work at like 5 p.m. So wait a minute, that's not 3 hours. Probably a little more over 3 hours, but it's just when your sleep schedule's all screwed up, I done lost track of time, bro. So I just realized that I just had to stop, bro. It ain't even no visibility and all that stuff is all pretty much cooked from there. I can't do it, bro. Unless if it's like $100 order or something crazy, maybe then. But yeah, I had to change my phone. I had to change everything, bro. Cause I was using my iPhone to do work, and bro, it was messing up my whole. I don't know what the hell. Why I wasn't getting no good orders with the other phones, bro. Until I realized I had a Google Pixel. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me try this little cheap phone that I didn't I didn't had this Google Pixel for a minute. Man, tell me why this phone worked way better than the other three, and the other ones are like flagships to the point where I'm like, bro, I'm just finna stick with Pixel, bro. I'm gonna upgrade and get the XL, bro, the XL Pro. Man, once you get a Pixel, bro, it's like it changed your whole everything in the Pixel is way better, bro. I don't know. I feel like the Google Pixel is better than the iPhone, bro. That's just me. But yeah, getting back to the topic, Gemini, like I say, um, you could be a little too sensitive for Gemini at times, Pisces, just because things could things can switch gears mid conversation with a Gemini. So let's say you guys were connecting on just talking about each other's, gigs, and you working, they working, you put in this amount of hours, you made this amount, and vice versa. But let's say the Gemini throws a curveball within that conversation and maybe makes fun of you, makes fun of you, or just poking little jokes here and there. Pisces, because of the sudden just switch of the topic or just conversation, all in all, you might have not been ready for that, so then you could end up taking it personally because of the timing. It's like we sitting here talking about how much we've made throughout the week doing DoorDash, and next thing you know, you throw a curveball of you switch gears on me, and it's like you say something about me or whatever. Now, it's not to say that the Pisces is sensitive, but remember, the Gemini doesn't give off any forewarning that we're joking now mid conversation. So Pisces get thrown off because we're sitting here talking about this, and then next thing you know, you can you can experience the Gemini being sarcastic or joking about something where you thought they were serious, and then they're like, yo, I was just kidding. Or, oh, damn, you didn't have to take it that serious, or you took it that serious. It could be a little thing where you feel like, damn, we're joking. Like, and it's not the same joking of how you joke, Pisces, because you're like, damn, this is a different form of joking. So what am I saying? As it sounds like I'm rambling. Constant misunderstandings, bro. So when you're getting to know a Gemini as a Pisces, you will frequently run into these misunderstandings. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I was trying to say. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, so it's like you're constantly running over your words or running over everything of how you said it, how you meant it, blase, blase. And it's like, this could be a problem because, like I say, who wants to keep, reiterating how they meant something when they said it? Okay. Gemini loves freedom. So here, after you guys haven't, spoke for a few days, a few hours during the day, just know both of you guys need a breather, because if you don't give a Gemini woman or man space, you're gonna be hurt in such a way, because they're disappearing